Hi, I'm Susan Stapleton with Greenlight Technologies. We're here at the 2016 GRC Insider Conference in Las Vegas. And with me today is Danielle Bass from Citrix. Danielle, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, Susan. Thank you. I'm Danielle Bass at Citrix Systems. My role there is I'm Director of Global Accounting Systems. I work for the Chief Accounting Officer under Finance, and we're responsible for making sure our finance team has solutions that can help them scale.
Okay. So I know you're a big champion within the IT finance group to make sure that the business has what they need to operate efficiently. And you are using SAP's Access Violation Management from Greenlight.
We are, yeah.
And you're using that with your Ariba application.
We are.
How are you using that?
So we actually implemented GRC in 2013, and it was a really good solution for us, automated a lot of our existing processes that had been manual. Then we had a project to implement Ariba, which really brought us a huge amount of procurement efficiencies. However, we were moving a lot of functionality out of SAP and into Ariba. Things like generating invoices, creating POs, all that would now be done in Ariba. And we had two challenges. Our immediate challenge was we're implementing this fantastic system, but needed a way to provision and deprovision access. We had spent a long time getting GRC right, making sure it worked well with the provisioning and deprovisioning. Ariba, we didn't have a way to do that. We didn't want to go back to the manual processes we had before. Tracking, the work assisted administrator did. We had a tool to do that. So we just didn't know how to connect that tool to Ariba. So we reached out to SAP. They suggested the Greenlight AVM solution, and with it, gave us a lot of benefits. It really allowed us to keep our processes the same across multiple systems. So we didn't have to retrain our group that had been brought on to do provisioning and deprovisioning. SOD analysis, SOD mitigation, all that continued to be automated, and AVM, Access Violation Management, was the connection between SAP and Ariba to let us continue with all those processes we had put in place and bring a cloud-based solution into it. Another benefit that's very important to us is, even though we're implementing Ariba, getting a lot of efficiencies there, compliance has to continue. But we really wanted that compliance process to continue to be as efficient as possible. AVM allowed us to do that. We were allowed to have a cloud technology with our SAP system, do cross-SOD analysis, which for us, having everything contained in one system, having our users have the same SOD analysis process, critical action analysis process, without having that have to change for Ariba was huge. And we didn't have a learning curve for our users.
What about your SODs? Do you look within Ariba for SODs or across systems between Ariba and ECC?
Across systems. I mean,
okay.
We're looking at Ariba with SAP. It's, yeah, across systems, and that's important to us at Citrix. We don't want separate processes to do that review.
Okay. And one other question I would have is, did you use the global rule set, or did you add another rule set?
We didn't have to add a new rule set, so we were able to add Ariba into our existing global rule set, so that worked out well. So you have the one rule set, and then long term, if we do decide to add other systems, they'll also be pulled into that one rule set.
And then from a timeline process, how long did it take you to implement your Ariba integration?
We did it along with the Ariba project. In total, it took us about 8 weeks, but there were a lot of activities going on at the same time. But 8 weeks for us.
Okay.
And it was, we use Greenlight services to help with implementation, so we were involved when we needed to be. But it was pretty quick. It wasn't anything close to the GRC implementation. We were actually able to use a lot of the same testing scripts. We were able to pull them out from our GRC implementation and use them again when we tested with Ariba.
All right. Thanks, Danielle, for joining us today and talking about how you're leveraging access control and integrating your Ariba application with SAP Access Violation Management. We really appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your days in Las Vegas.
Great. Thank you, Susan.